Hey, what's up, gays and gay lovers? It's Maddox, bitch! And this week on THU, we're doing sad fan fictions. Roll the credits.
TheHomoUniversity.
For those of you who don't know what sad fan fiction is, it's when you take the ending of a book or a movie and you continue it, but you make it end unhappily. So I decided what better to do this with than with some Disney princesses. They always get this happy-go-lucky ending, and I'm tired of it. So let's start with Belle from Beauty and the Beast. The movie ends and they're so happy. You assume that they got married. They're dancing around in front of the crowd and it's beautiful. But what you didn't know is that because Belle saved the Beast so late in the game, the spell had some after effects, and anytime that he gets angry, he turns back into the Beast. He really does have a bad temper, and the relationship is kind of abusive. The Beast, he's very controlling, and Belle she just feels trapped. And one night they get into this heated argument and he turns into the Beast, and then they have this angry makeup sex, but he's still the Beast. A few weeks later, Belle finds out that she's pregnant, but the sonogram shows a little Beast baby inside her. So she carries the baby full term, and then sadly, the Beast baby eats her from the inside. Belle dies. The Beast becomes so enraged, he kills the baby, and the spell takes hold over the castle all over again, and now he's the Beast, and he has to find a new love who will love him beyond his beastly ways. So now we're going to move on to Ariel from The Little Mermaid. She finally thought, oh my god, I'm so happy I get to be where the people are, and I'm marrying a prince. But she didn't take into consideration that she would be giving up everything that she ever knew. Her sisters, her father, all her friends in the ocean. She had no communication with them now that she was a human. Anytime someone relocates and changes their whole life for love, it never ends up working out the way that they thought it would. And Ariel, became very depressed. But she tried to stick it out because this is what she really wanted. She ended up having a daughter with Prince Eric. She wanted her daughter to meet her family and friends from the ocean, and Eric was totally against that, totally against the daughter knowing where Ariel came from. So they went through this bitter divorce. Because Ariel said that she was a mermaid in divorce court, the people were just like, this bitch is crazy. And they granted full custody to Eric. Ariel just kind of went insane. They ended up putting her in an insane asylum because nobody believed that she was a mermaid. They just thought she was a crazy bitch. And she lived the rest of her life in an insane asylum. Last but certainly not least is Cinderella. Once Cinderella moved into the castle, she kind of became everything that she hated before. She kind of became just like her stepsisters and her stepmother. Very diva behavior. She was the new princess, so she was ordering people around, and the prince just couldn't understand where this attitude came from, and she was just like, listen, once my father died, I became the servant girl. I don't want to go back to that lifestyle. I'm enjoying the lifestyle that has been given to me, so I'm just going to live my life the way I see fit. Her and the prince always got into arguments. She ended up poisoning him, and he died, and she inherited all of his money. But the king and queen found out that she poisoned the prince, and so Cinderella had to escape the kingdom, and she ended up living in the forest, dirt poor, and just hiding away from all the king's men. And then they found her one day. She was emaciated. She hadn't eaten in weeks. And they brought her back to the kingdom. And they ordered her death, and she was beheaded in front of the whole kingdom, and that's how her story ended. It's very sad the way these princesses' lives turned out, but you can't marry a man after just knowing him for like a couple of days, a couple of hours. If you ever enter a relationship, just know you can't change location for someone. Once someone is an abusive beast, they'll always be an abusive beast. Just because your status in the world has risen does not mean you should treat people the way that you used to be treated. So until next week, bye!
The Homo University.